Hey guys, how's it going? My name is ISC or Ice Workers as I'm known on a few different platforms. Today I'm doing another video of Wind Fortress. I did a few more updates for it in the meantime. I've been kind of like busy with a few different things in life and trying to enjoy myself. So it's been a little bit sporadic and I haven't really been able to do a whole lot. But I basically just compiled like 2 or 3 days of work for a few hours between each into just this video here for fun. I'm not the most efficient or fast guy compared to other people, so a lot of my progress is usually like more slow, and I try a lot of random shit. There's people who probably would do it in like half the time or like a quarter of the time because they're very efficient. I'm just here to do it at all, you know what I mean, and to try to improve in the process. But basically, yeah, the whole point of this one is just to try to delve into things a little bit more and just work on the track in a bigger scale. I tried a lot of different visual design ideas that you'll see throughout the video, and I've tried to fix up some gameplay elements. Basically, I just wanted to use this video to try to create a quote-unquote like play-testable version, which is really important because I opened a thread up for the track in the track testers earlier, which I haven't made one in months. I felt kind of unconfident and not really like wanted there, so I felt very uncomfortable being in there because I feel like people didn't like me there. So instead I just said fuck it, I might as well do it anyway. There's no reason not to because I want to do it and it would be fun to, and I think there's also people that would be interested in it anyway, so I'm not going to let that hold me back from doing what I want to do. And I also don't particularly have that much preference whether or not the track ends up in CTGP so much as whether or not I can make something that's just really good. That's the major priority. I don't really care about the rest of it. If they want it, cool. If they don't want it, cool. I'm whatever on it. I just want to make an awesome track. So yeah, I did a lot of different weird things like this dragon tube, more or less. It might not be the best idea. I'll play around with it and experiment with it. And again, if there's any like kind of feedback for any of the visual design so far or gameplay design so far, you can leave it in the comments or leave it in the track tester Discord, whatever is easiest and best way of doing it. The track tester Discord I made mostly just to try to gauge feedback and ideas from people too, if there's any kind of interest there, and to try to continue making this kind of a series too in the future, just so I can have a room for both, and kind of try to build up a following in different places if I can. I think it's really fun to try to do stuff like this too, since the entire concept is an exciting one for me. The whole idea of trying to like talk over it and trying to make something that's very, I don't know how to describe it, very homely. The idea was to try to show off everything in like an efficient manner, because by the end of this, once we have all these videos together, we're gonna have a very cool little picture that just kind of shows the track from start to finish, process of it, what it's like to do it from basically every single aspect. So you're seeing like hours of work cultivated into shorter videos, hopefully like 10-15 minute videos. I think this one's gonna be around there too. It's just very quick. And the whole point is to show off what it's like to gameplay test, to visual test, come up with ideas with people to kind of just cultivate. Because COBP, that track took me 5-6 months. That was all dedicated work, like throughout most of it, to try to make that track as exceptional as I could and play around with a lot of stuff. I have no idea if the community will respond well to it. It's always a toss-up, you never know. Especially with me, a lot of my tracks are very weird, so there's a high chance that some of them will not be liked. But ultimately, the entire point of these is just to have fun too, and to try to do my best, and to try to improve where I can. And I tried a lot of new stuff this time, with the road design, or with just trying to model things in ways that I haven't done it before. I need to do some more that's just risky, but I have a lot of ideas for like what I want to do gameplay design wise too that I might try, just for YOLOing it, even if it doesn't work out. Here I was cutting out this wall, so like there's a ramp over top of this that if you took it and read down, you'd ram straight into the wall sometimes, which I don't want. I'd rather just make it look kind of cool and like intentional that it's like a broken up wall, so that once you go over it, you can maybe get a trick off of it too, or just have it be like a really cool scenic angle, since the rest of the vibe is very old school too and like broken up already. But yeah, the whole point for me too is kind of identifying with what I want to be and who I should be, and I think this track will be a good representation of that too, because one of the atmospheres and angles of the track is that it's supposed to be about rising above. You can literally even see that in the gameplay design. I want to have multiple sections where you're going over top of things if you want to, or going below on purpose. It kind of is just meant to be me. Just meant to be me at the end. I mean, like, I haven't really been able to be me in a track in a little bit, just because, again, the requirements and the street and everything is just very tight for what you can make right now and get in CTGP. So even if this doesn't end up in there, like Meteor Shower or something, I still think it's going to be a really good track. That's the important thing. I think that's way more important than anything else right now. So yeah, I was just doing a lot of gameplay testing, playing with a lot of stuff in here, trying to make sure everything was golden and working as best as I possibly could. That was one of the aspects of CT making that's really important, is visual design, playtest, visual design, playtest, visual design, playtest, get feedback. That kind of loop, that kind of repetition is really, really integral. Again, you can already see a lot of stuff starting to form, ideas-wise. What I'm going to have to do is, again, that's the point of this thread too, is to try to capture some feedback from any random people that want to drop it. I'll try to use it to the best of my ability. There's going to be probably some where I'm like, I might not have to do that or want to do that or feel comfortable doing that, so I'm probably going to say no. But for most of the feedback, expect me to be like, sure, yeah, I'm down. Because the whole point of this track too, and the thread, is just to have a chill out time. I kind of want to just do one where it's just like hang out if you want to. And I really want it to be more positive. That was one of the major things too. So my past like track tester threads have been pretty negative, or like felt like people were just wanting to make me feel down or other people feel down. So I was just like, no, we're not doing that this time. Please don't. Just don't be negative. Just embrace it. We're trying to have fun. Enjoy a hobby that's not meant to be the biggest thing in the world, just to have some fun. Like for me too, the entire point is to branch out, try different stuff, you know? Because in my life currently too, I've been doing a lot of random stuff that I didn't think I'd be able to do before, and it's just been kind of enlightening to see your full potential as a person come out more and more as you do it. Because I think there's even more in me to dig out that I haven't found out yet, and that's really fun. It's kind of silly, but yeah. As a general, I think that's one of the biggest important factors in this track for me. And I really want to embrace the community for the different aspects and contrivances it has currently too. Because there's a lot of unpretty parts of the community right now that are very rough and need to be polished out and figured out. But I want to support people that are there, that are trying passionately to find a place for them. And that's one of the reasons that I make CTs in the first place. You'll see that in like pretty much everything I've made. There's usually some kind of aspect of trying to find a home, or finding a place, or just some kind of thing to always be there for people. That was the entire point. That was the reason I started making it in the first place too, was I was looking for a home, and hopefully it could also help other people find a home too, and something that they love or are very passionate about too. Because I think there's something in the world for everybody that they can feel very passionate and happy about. But ultimately, yeah. In general, expect more kind of updates for this track too. Lately, I'm going to be doing a lot on this one and another track. In fact, I have like one backlog that I'm working on with another person, a collaboration project, on a track that's it used to be popular in CTGP. It's not in there anymore, and I might show some progress for it. We'll see. There'll probably be a release pretty soon, because we have most of it modeled. There's just like scenery detail we need to add, custom objects all over it, make it all fancy and pretty and stuff. It should hit. That was the idea anyway. But yeah, there's going to be that one, and then there should be an update for a track that's in CTGP, if everything goes right. That one I might keep secret until it's done, just because I think it's a cool update, hopefully, if I can get it right. I gotta figure out exactly what people need for it, but I think with who it is and what the track is, it should be pretty awesome. But yeah, most of this was just me setting up stuff for a testable build. It's still really damn early, and there's still a lot of errors and issues in it, and it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, so hopefully there's no expectation that it'll be fantastic or anything, but I'm just playing around with stuff. I have some more ideas too, gameplay related too. I kind of want to switch up the layout in a way for each lap where like certain wind things turn off or like fall down or appear in certain maps. And maybe even playing around with like an alternate route for lap 3 or 2 or something where like certain things rise up. I think it'd be kind of cool and give like a unique identity to the track too on top of what's here. But the whole point is just to have fun, man. We're going to experiment with a lot of stuff. Some of it may not work. And there's the very real chance that CTGP would just be like, we can't have this in the pack no matter what. And that's kind of fine. I don't honestly care that much. I think they need me more than I need them at this point. I just kind of want to dig around and play around with stuff and try to improve too. And if any of them get in, it'll be a W. But yeah, I'm going to skip to just a gameplay demo here that shows everything. And that'll be how I end the video. So thanks for watching, guys. And I really appreciate it. Take care.